Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a terrific Tuesday and had a good Monday yesterday, and that you all enjoyed PE. Some PE specials. We love some PE. Get some movement going. Okay, friends. So we are almost to the point where we're going to publish our All About books again. And today we are editing our writing. So good writers edit their writing. So remember, yesterday we revised, which has to do with the content of your writing, so what you actually wrote. Today we're editing. So this deals with capital letters, spelling, punctuation, and can you read your writing? Did you guys write neat enough so that we can read it? So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at our editing checklist, and then we're going to head on over to Miss Greathouse's example and walk through the editing checklist to show you guys what you should be doing when you go through the editing checklist for your writing. Okay, so here is our editing checklist. This is exactly what you'll see in Seesaw. The first one says, you can read my writing. So can myself, Miss Tappy, Miss Gilmore, or other readers of your writing read what you wrote? So that's the most important thing. Can we read the words, letters that you wrote? The second one says, I used punctuation marks. Did you use a period at the end of sentences? If you asked a question, did you use a question mark? If you said something that was exciting or that you want to bring attention to, did you add an exclamation mark at the end? Okay, so these ones are super simple. It's not as hard as our revising checklist from yesterday because there was a lot more on it. So the third one says, I used capitals. Did you use capital letters where you're supposed to? For the names of people, for the word I at the beginning of your sentence, the names of places, the names of things. Okay, so all of those things, did you use capital letters where you were supposed to? And you can see you have a yes, no over here, so you would circle yes or no. But remember, as you're going through, if you don't have a period at a certain spot, or you forgot to capitalize the word at the beginning of your sentence, you need to make sure that you go and fix that so that when you publish on Thursday, that it's right in your published piece. The fourth one and final one says, I used my best spelling. So did you sound out the words and write down the sounds that you hear? Remember, it's okay if it's not perfect, because guys, we're first graders, we're still learning how to spell, and it's okay. But are you using the sounds that you hear and writing those down? So that's all it's asking. Are you doing your best to spell it? Okay, friends. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to head on over to my writing, and while we head over there, I want everyone to grab their writing notebook and writing utensil so that you have that ready to go whenever you finish seeing the example. So you guys go do that, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay, we are back with our supplies. I have my writing notebook and my writing utensil. And you guys notice that Miss Greyhouse is writing in another different color just so you guys can see the editing that I am doing. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we got to open up to our draft, guys. Look at all this lovely writing we've done so far. That's awesome. Okay, so the first thing is, can we read the words? Hot dogs are grilled. Grilled hot dogs are warm and smoky. Yep, all of this is looking legible. So that just means that we can read it, guys. So if you have like words smashed together that don't have spaces, or we can't tell what a letter is, then you need to make sure you go in and rewrite that, okay? The next one is capital letters. Capital letters, letters, letters. So I know that in my writing, I don't have any proper nouns or anything else that need to be capitalized. So that means that I'm going to make sure at the beginning of each sentence, I have a capital letter. Okay, so we have a period here, which means our sentence begins right here with hot for hot dogs. And I have a capital H. Fantastic. Then we go down here to our next sentence, which starts after our period. And we have a capital G in grilled. So we're good to go for this page. If we go to the next one, this Y looks like it potentially could be lowercase. And then because I added a word, this H in hot dog for hot dogs needs to be lowercase. So we're going to need to fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross out that H and I'm going to put a lowercase h underneath so that I know that's lowercase. And then I'm going to put 3 lines under my Y because that means it needs to be capitalized. And then up above, I'm going to make sure I have a nice capital Y. So if you need to capitalize a letter, you do 3 lines underneath and then put your capital letter on top. And then if you need to do a lowercase letter, we can just exit out, and then put it below. Okay, so then we have hot dogs are sold at baseball games, period. We have our nice capital Y and U here, grocery store or carnival, and then we don't have another sentence on this page. Okay, so hot dogs, there's a theme here, since Grandma's talking about hot dogs. We have our capital H here. Hot dogs have many different toppings, different tasty toppings, period. Some has a capital S. Toppings include ketchup, mustard, chili, cheese, and onions. Okay? Last page. Ooh, we have it again. Grilled hot dogs. So our G is capital, but we don't need this capital H anymore because we added a word in front of it. So grilled hot dogs go in a toasted bun, period. Then, so we have our capital T, and then you add your toppings, period. Finally, we have our capital F, you eat the hot dog. Okay, so we're good to go on our capitals. The next one is punctuation. So that means we're going to make sure we have periods at the end of sentences. Miss Greathouse has a few lists in her writing, so I'm going to make sure I have some commas, which we haven't learned about, and so if you don't have them in your writing, that one's okay, but Miss Greathouse is going to show you in her writing. Okay, so we have hot dogs are grilled, period. So we got a period. Grilled hot dogs are warm and smoky, period. Okay, we're good on the first page. Yummy hot dogs are sold at baseball games, period. You can also get hot dogs at the grocery store or a carnival, period. Okay, so we're good here. Hot dogs have many different tasty toppings, period. Some toppings include ketchup, comma, because this is a list, mustard, comma, chili, comma, cheese, comma, and onions, period. Okay, we're good there, we're good there. Grilled hot dogs go in a toasted bun, period. Okay, then, and this is a transition word, so I'm going to have a comma after it. So then, comma, you add your toppings. Finally, oh, and we have our period after toppings, guys. Finally, comma, you eat the hot dog. And I think that I want to take out this period, so I'm going to put an X through it and add an exclamation mark, and then we'll circle it. Finally, you eat the hot dog, right? Because that's exciting. Miss Greathouse loves to eat. You guys know that. Okay, so simple as that for punctuation. Your main thing is going to be making sure that you have periods at the end of your sentences. So our last thing is making sure words are spelt correctly, or to the best, they're spelt to the best of your ability using phonetic spelling. So that just means that you write the sounds that you hear. Okay, guys, so our last one is for spelling. So it's just that you are doing the sounds that you hear. So what we're going to do is, so I know that you guys know there's certain words that you know how to spell just like that, like cat, dog, went, all those words. So you really want to make sure that you focus on the words that you weren't sure on how to spell. And there are a few words of those in Miss Greyhouse's writing. But we are going to go through, okay? So hot dogs are grilled. Looks good to me. I'm comfortable with that. Grilled hot dogs are warm and smoky. Okay, I think we're good there. Yummy hot dogs are sold at baseball games. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. You can also get hot dogs at the grocery store or a carnival. Okay, I think carnival looks right to me, so I'm going to keep moving. Hot dogs have many different tasty toppings. Some toppings include, Miss Greyhouse forgot a letter here. There's an E on the end of include. Ketchup, mustard, chili, cheese, and onions. So if we look at my chili down here and my chili up here, it's spelled two different ways. So I have to pick one way to spell it. So I'm going to keep with my one L down here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross this out and write it with one L up there. Chill-E, okay? So if you have a word that you're not sure about and that you want to respell, you cross it out and write it at the top. Grilled hot dogs go in a toasted bun. Then you add your toppings. Finally, you eat the hot dog. Okay, so we are good there. So remember, if you have a word you're unsure about, just do your best, say the sounds, and then write the sounds that you hear. So that's it, guys. You have 4 things to go through in order to edit your writing. Tomorrow, we're going to organize our writing in an order that makes sense. And then Thursday, we're going to publish our All About books, and next week we will move on to a new unit of writing. Okay, friends, have an awesome Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow.